Hey all y'all spirits out there, today is day 100 of Yoga Deck Challenge, and I'm starting this off by doing a little warm-up. Yes, I am time-lapsing my warm-up, guys, but we are going to get right into it. And we're going to start off this yoga routine after the warm-up with a deep breath in. We are going to raise our hands above our head, and we're going to be taking a deep breath in, like so. And yes, we are starting off with a seated position, guys. And I'm also exhaling as I bring my arms down. Right here, you guys are just seeing me do a little stretch, and we are going to find our ways into standing position, guys. Just like so, and we are going to take a deep breath in, and we are going to rise up tall like a mountain. Yes, just like that. Deep breath out. We are exhaling, dropping our arms to the ground. And we're going to start off with another deep breath. Take a deep breath in, guys. Just deep breath in. Arms go up. Deep breath out. We're going on to a forward fold. We're going to be taking another deep breath in. Tall like a mountain. Deep breath out. Forward fold. We are now taking a deep breath in. This is a halfway fold. Deep breath out. Tall like a mountain. Deep breath in, we are back forward folding, and we're going to take a deep breath out. We are like this now, deep breath in, tall like a mountain, deep breath out, forward fold. And we are now going to take a deep breath in, and we are going to find ourselves into a plank position. We're going to be taking a deep breath out, and we're going to find ourselves into chaturanga. Here we are now, going to lift ourselves up, deep breath in, we are in upward dog. I'm going to take a couple breaths here, just one, and out, take one more, and we are going to exhale into downward dog. And now that I'm in this downward dog position, I'm going to stretch a little bit here, and I'm going to walk my hands back into a forward folded position. We're going to take a deep breath in, and we're going to rise tall like a mountain. Taking a deep breath out here, we are forward folding. Taking another deep breath in, we are halfway risen, and then we are going to be exhaling, and we're going to be taking a deep breath out, going back down. And yes, I am fixing my mat because it is windy out here. And then we're going to be taking a deep breath in. We're going to rise up tall like a mountain yet again. And that, guys, was just one round of a variation of sun salutations. And now we're going to carry on with our yoga routine. We just like to start it off by doing a sun salutation. Just one round, maybe 3 rounds. I like to do 3 rounds if I have a lot of time, but if I don't, I just do like 1 round. But anyway, we are now going to be moving on. We are taking a deep breath in, raising our hands above our head, and then we're going to be exhaling. We're going to do this one more time. Let's take a deep breath in, raise the hands above, and fixing the mat. Like I said, it is windy out here. But anyway, we're raising our hands, and we're going to take our right hand now. We're going to be taking a deep breath. We're going to be crossing it over our chest. Left arm goes over the right arm and around the elbow. So we're going to hold this for 3 breaths. That's 1. That's 2. And this is 3. And on the exhale, we release. We are inhaling yet again, and we are taking the left arm, we are crossing it over the chest, taking the right arm, going over the left elbow. We are breathing in. We are breathing out. 2 more rounds. 1 more breath. And now we are releasing. Next, with our exhale, we are taking the right arm, placing it over the head, taking left arm, and we are grabbing right elbow, pulling it, just giving it a nice good stretch in there. And we are also keeping our head straight, maybe leaning it, pushing it back against our arms just a bit, but moreoverly, we're just keeping it straight. And like I said before, we are taking deep breaths, 3 rounds of deep breaths here. We are going to exhale, release. We're going to take the left arm, put it over our head, take right arm, and grab left elbow. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. 2 more rounds of this. And with our last round, we are releasing with a big exhale. And now that we are released from this position, we are taking a deep breath in, and we are going to be spinning our arms in a circle, deep, big, round circles. We're going to take 3 of these circles with each breath. Breathing in, breathing out. And we are now going to switch the other direction. We are still doing big, round, deep circles, taking a deep breath in, a deep breath out. One more deep breath, and one more out. Now that we are done with that, we're stretching our arms up with a deep breath in, down, deep breath out. And now that we are done with that, I'm just fixing my sleeves a bit and also fixing my mat because the wind was not fucking with me today. It was opposing me, but you know, it's all good. Still have to do what I had to do, wind with me or not. Yo, still gotta get done, you know? But now we're going to be taking a deep breath in, and we are rolling our shoulders forward, just some deep, slow rolls, and then we're going to be rolling them in the opposite direction, taking deep breaths in, taking deep breaths out. And I did 3 rounds for each one direction, going forward and going back. I did 3 rounds, and we're taking a deep breath in, we're stretching our arms forward, deep breath out, forward fold. And I am now going to take a breath here, in and out, and on my exhale, I am going to squat down. As you guys see me doing here, I am just in this squat position, giving my legs a good stretch, taking a deep breath in. We are exhaling, we are back into a forward fold, guys. And I'm just widening out my legs here, and we are going to stay in this wide leg forward fold for about a couple breaths. I am just bending my elbows, pushing a little weight on my wrist, just preparing them to get ready into firefly pose. But we're going to take 3 deep breaths in this position. We're going to be breathing in deeply, exhaling deeply, and on our exhale we are going to squat back down, but we are now in this wide squat, and we are just keeping some motion in it, keeping it dynamic. We are going to be rocking side to side, back and forth, keeping our hands on our heart chakra center. I know I be oh snap, my language just be here and there, like don't mind me, y'all. My Mercury is is in Sagittarius, don't mind me. But now that we are done with that, I'm taking a deep breath in, and I am exhaling into this, still in the squat position, but our hips are a little bit raised above our knees, and our hands are straight out forward. Guys, just hold this for 3 breaths. The burn is real. I know it burns a lot, but trust me, the release is worth it. Just hold it for 3 breaths, and on your 3rd exhale, squat back down into your low squat, and keep having some dynamic into it. Keep having some motion into your movement. Just move back and forth, taking a deep breath in, taking a deep breath out. And as you guys can see me, as I move back and forth, I am widening my stance. As I go to the right, as I go to the left, I am widening my legs a bit more and more, kind of going into this side lunge. As I'm taking a deep breath out, I am pushing myself up onto the next side and taking a deep breath in, out, and pushing to the next side. And after this, guys, after I do a couple more side lunges, I'm going to be taking a deep breath in, and as you guys see me, I'm in this forward fold position. We're going to stay in this position for a couple of breaths, and I'm releasing my hands, just focusing on putting pressure on my legs, and I'm taking a breath out, and I'm grabbing my ankles, just getting that good forward stretch in, taking a deep breath in, and taking another deep breath out. And I am going to keep myself in this forward fold position. I am just going to move the position of my hands now. I'm going to inch them a little forward so I can kind of get this bend in my elbows. I can bend just a little bit deeper into this forward fold. And with the exhale of my breath, I lift it up. And now we are inhaling, hands go up. And we are going to keep our hands up in this star formation. We are going to be taking some deep breaths in, some deep breaths out. And we're going to do that for about 3 times. And then on our last exhale, we are going to be taking our right arm, stretching it over the head. Left arm goes to our hips, and we are pushing our hips over as our right arm crosses over our head, just getting a good stretch in our right side. We did this for about 3 breaths, and on our last breath, we are exhaling and moving to the next side. Your right arm goes to your right hip and it's pushing, and your left arm goes over your head and it is just pulling, reaching as far as it can go, getting that good stretch in your left side while also taking some deep breaths in and some deep breaths out. And we are now going to be releasing that position, and we are going to be stretching up with a deep breath in, taking our left arm, putting it on our right foot, and we are giving ourselves a good stretch. We have our right arm to the sky, and we are just breathing in, breathing out. We do this for about 3 breaths, just in and out. And on our last exhale, guys, we're going to exhale back into star formation. Take another deep breath in, hands go up. Now we're taking right arm, we're putting it on left foot, and we are twisting into this stretch, keeping your left arm into the sky, stretching it high, taking a deep breath in, deep breath out. And we held this position for about 3 breaths. And then on our last exhale, like I said before, we are going to release this position back into star formation. And with a breath in, we are raising our arms up, and we are going to be inching our feet a little forward, just inching it until they're about a little bit wider than hip distance apart. And I'm going to be taking a deep breath out, and we're going to be stretching down, grabbing our toes, doing a nice good forward fold as you guys see me doing here, taking some deep breaths in, some deep breaths out while we stay in this position. And I'm just going to stay in this position for a couple more breaths, and on our last exhale we are going to squat down into a seated position, into this crisscross applesauce position more preferably. And we're going to take a deep breath in, and we're going to now take our right hand, guys. We're going to place our right hand, we're going to place that on our left knee. We're going to take our left hand, we're going to put it behind us, take a deep breath in, stretch your spine tall and straight like a mountain, and with your exhale you are going to twist, you're going to turn. With another inhale you're going to stretch up, you're going to stretch tall, and with your exhale you are going to breathe out and twist even further, just as much as you can. Don't force yourself, just go with what your body can do. And now that we are done with this position, we are going to be taking a deep breath in, placing our left hand on our right knee, taking our right hand and we're putting it behind our backs. And as I said before, we are taking a deep breath in, we are stretching tall, and we are doing it straight. And with our exhale, we are twisting as much as we can go. And with our last exhale, we are back into our standard and straight position. And yes, guys, I'm just twisting it out, just twisting out all what I just did, just kind of putting some fluid and motion back into my body. But now we are going to turn into this seated straight leg position, and we're going to be taking a deep breath in, and I'm going to stretch my hands up and tall, just like a mountain, and on my exhale, I'm going to bend forward and wrap for my toes. And with every inhale, I'm just bracing myself, and with my exhales, I am pushing myself a little bit forward, trying to get a bit deeper into this bend. Just as you guys can see, getting my elbows to the ground, because that's what I was trying to do in my last video. So, you know, a couple more stretches, and I told y'all it will be down to the ground, which it is. So we are breathing in, breathing out, just exfoliating it as much as we can, but still keeping comfortable, you know what I mean? Like not stretching too much to where it's unbearable. But anywho, we are going to stay in this position for one more breath, and on our release, we are going to sit back into this sitting position, and we are going to take a deep breath in as we flex our feet, deep breath out as we point our feet. And we're going to do that and repeat that for a couple more times, just flexing, breathing in, pointing, breathing out, flexing, breathing in, and we're going to point, breathe out, and we're just going to do that for a couple more rounds. And then on our last exhale, we're going to be switching on to the next position. And right here, guys, I am just taking turns flexing and pointing my feet. As I point one, I flex the other. As I flex the other, I point the other. You guys get the gist of it, just flexing and pointing. And now that I am done with that, guys, I am going to be spreading my legs, and I'm actually going to take my arms and I'm going to frame out one of my legs, and I'm going to take a deep breath out, lift the leg, deep breath in, lower it, and take a deep breath out again, and we are lifting this leg. And I think I did this for about 6 times on each leg, just lifting it up, lifting it down, trying to keep my spine straight and not really move myself back or forward while I'm lifting this, just trying to keep myself straight and lift the legs up. As y'all can see, my legs are shaking while I did that. Like, you can see the shake in it. Y'all, this position is still kind of hard for me, but I'm getting better with it. Like, as y'all can see, I'm lifting even higher and I'm staying still in these positions. I'm not like leaning back how I was. So I was like lifting my leg up, but like leaning back, so my whole body was kind of like moving, not just the leg. But now it's like almost just the leg is moving, so progress is real. Proud of myself for that. And now that we are done with that though, we are setting our hands in the middle so we can try to lift up both legs at the same time. And I did this for 3 rounds. I couldn't do this for 6 rounds with the other legs. I had to do that for about 3 rounds. Just take a deep breath out, lift, deep breath in, place back down. And as you guys can see, I was kind of moving back with this position. Like, y'all see me lifting my legs up, but y'all also see me kind of like leaning back as I lift my legs up. Like, I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying just to lift the legs up. But now that we're done with that, I'm giving myself a forward fold stretch, grabbing my toes, because that was kind of strenuous. I got to stretch that out. And I'm just going to rub my legs out from that burning sensation I just put my legs through. So I'm rubbing it out. I'm giving my legs some love, some attention. And you guys should give your legs some love and some attention if you guys are doing those as well. I had to do some butterflies because we are really just shaking out the what I just experienced doing that. We are shaking it out, butterflying it out, doing what we got to do. And I'm going to stay flapping in this butterfly for a couple more breaths, just taking a deep breath in, taking a deep breath out. And on our exhale, we are leaning forward. Well, I'm actually kind of rocking, but I am going to lean forward, placing my elbows on the ground and just leaning my hips, leaning my waist just a bit forward, trying to stretch my spine a bit forward as well, not trying to lean it in a circle, but more like to stretch it straight. And once we're done with that, we are with the exhale releasing, and we are sitting back up. And now that we are sitting back up, we are going to just twist ourselves in these circles, just moving our bodies in a round circular motion, taking a deep breath in, taking a deep breath out. We are moving in the counterclockwise direction now. Taking a deep breath in, taking a deep breath out. And after I do this for a couple more seconds, I am going to be moving on to the next position now. That's what you guys see me doing here. I'm just giving myself a little bit more stretches before I move on. Now right here, guys, you know, I will only recommend doing this next position if you've been practicing like positions like this. I've been practicing this for like a month now, so that's why it's in my routine. I am taking one of my legs, I'm putting it over my shoulder, placing my other leg down on the ground, and I am lifting up using my hands. I am pushing my weights up, but I am also trying to lift the leg that is on the ground completely off the ground, so that is just my hands on the ground and everything else is in the air. As you guys can see, I'm trying with that leg. I'm getting there, but I'm not there at the moment. But it's getting there. It's trying to lift up. I know you guys see it. It's trying its best. But now we are switching on to the next leg. This leg goes over the shoulder. The right leg goes down. Our arms and our hands go to the ground. We are leaning forward a bit, and we are pushing ourselves off the ground. And with this leg, you guys are going to see me lift it up off the ground. I push myself up off the ground and then I lift my leg. That's why we're practicing the leg lifts, guys, so we can practice on lifting our legs for positions like these. And I got that off the ground for about 2 seconds, so proud of myself for that. And now you guys just see me windmilling it out, all the pressure I just put in my wrist and my arms, lifting myself up off the ground. I am windmilling it out, going forward, going backward. I am twisting. I am just giving myself all types of fluid and free motions to, keep it dynamic, keep it flowing, and release all the pressure and stagnation I just built up doing that position. But now that we are done with that, I am going to move into this forward fold position, taking a deep breath in, a deep breath out, deep breath in, stretching tall, and we're going to take another deep breath out. And I am shaking it out, guys, shaking out all the stretches, all the pulls, the pushes, the turns, the twists. We are shaking everything out, shaking our arms, shaking our legs, shaking our hips, our waist, our chest, our neck, everything, our head to our feet. Everything just needs to be shaken out, loosened, so we can get into this very, very last position, aka we're fin to do some stretches to get into the firefly pose, y'all. So let's take a deep breath in, let us stretch up, deep breath out, and let us stretch back down. And now that we are in this position, I'm going to take a deep breath in and I'm going to walk my hands forward. We are walking our hands forward as we are breathing in. Now we are exhaling and we are going to walk our hands backward. We're going to keep walking them back until they're slightly in between our legs. And we're going to do another round of this. We're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to walk our hands forward. We're going to keep walking them forward. We're going to take a deep breath out. And we're going to exhale and slowly start walking our hands backward. Walk it back, place the hands in between the legs. And I'm actually, guys, going to squat down a bit now. I just like to do that before I squat to get some, just some good stretch and motion in. But now we are squatting, but our hips and our waist are raised a bit, up in the air, and our knees are slightly squatted. But we are still doing the same movements that we were doing in the straight forward fold. We are taking a deep breath in, walking our hands forward, and we are taking a deep breath out and we are walking our hands backward, placing our hands behind our feet, almost as if you're going to grab your ankles, but just placing it behind there, giving it some good pressure. I'm also leaning up back a little, just putting some pressure on my wrist so I can get ready to, start lifting me. And I'm going to do one more round of that, guys, of walking my hands out and walking them back in. And now, guys, we're going to squat down and we are going to try to lift ourselves up. That's what you see me doing here, just kind of lifting my feet up one by one, lifting one leg up and then trying to lift the other. That one is slightly up, so I'm almost there. I'm almost getting there, guys. I am super duper proud of myself. I will catch you guys later for tomorrow's yoga video. So stay tuned for that, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the progress. Please check out some of my other YouTube videos. I will have them in the link description below. And some of my other, social media websites. I will also have that in the link description below. But I will catch you guys later, and peace.